going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? One Eyebrow back from the PT channel to talk about The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 12, and some potential spoilers. So obviously, spoiler warning, as we're going to talk about some potential spoilers for Season 8, Episode 12 that is highly likely to occur in the show, but some things could be different, of course. But we just want to put that out there, spoiler warning, as I don't want to ruin it for you if you don't want to know, but these things are highly likely to occur in the episode this Sunday, Season 8, Episode 12, titled The Key. Now, if you love The Walking Dead as much as we do, become a member of our Walking Dead family by hitting that subscribe button, and I hope you do. Now, this Sunday's episode looks to be action-packed, a lot of big stuff happening here. Last week's episode was kind of a setup for this week's and next week's episode, so Season 8, Episode 12, The Key, should be pretty awesome. Rick Michonne at the hilltop. We'll see the hilltop, the sanctuary, a car chase, some gunfire, something on fire, a fight scene, some cool stuff happening this episode. I'm excited to see it. How about you guys? Post your comments below what you're excited to see. I'm thinking that The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 12 could be one of the better episodes of the season so far. And obviously, we'll see the hilltop here in this episode as the whole group comes together to set up what the plans are. They're setting up lookouts because the battle wages on. It's coming to the hilltop. There's going to be a big battle scene, not this episode, but coming up. And we'll see Rick and Daryl at the graves of Glenn and Abraham, and most likely the other two that they lost at the satellite station earlier this season. So we'll see that. I want to see Rick and Daryl have some interaction. They haven't really talked much to each other, especially since Carl's gone, the fight between them, where the war is at now. But I want to see some interaction with Rick and Daryl. How about you? Maggie, Rosita are looking out. They're setting up lookout points, and hopefully they have a plan for when the Saviors come and attack the hilltop, because you know it's coming. Not this episode. I think they get to the hilltop next episode for the big battle in episode 813. But Maggie and Rosita are looking out. Rosita hasn't really done much. I think that continues this episode. I don't think she does much this episode either. But Maggie is leading the hilltop for sure, and that will continue in this episode. But Maggie and Michonne and Enid leave the hilltop, and supposedly they're going to meet a new group. That's the last thing we need, is more groups in this world of The Walking Dead, right? We have Oceanside, we have the Saviors, we have the Survivors, we have the Kingdom, we have the Hilltop, we have the Scavengers. I guess technically Jadis and the Scavengers are still around. But Maggie and Michonne and Enid, I guess, supposedly meet a new group, which is kind of crazy. So this is probably when it happens, outside of the hilltop. And the people, supposedly, they leave some crates with a note just outside the hilltop. The ladies, which is probably Enid, Michonne, and Maggie, they come across the note, and it says to fill the crates with phonograph records. Not sure what that means, and you'll get the key to the future. Michonne, Maggie, and Enid decide to follow up and find out who these mysterious people are. And we don't have a name for this group, but the leader's name is Georgie and resembles the woman leader of the New World Order, probably this character right here. Now, it's not the same character, I'm guessing, but it just resembles this woman. So it could be a Commonwealth connection or not, but I know people are going to be like, oh my God, it's the Commonwealth, they're here. It's probably just what the look of the character looks like is what we're saying. We'll find out this Sunday, and we just don't know that much about the new group, but we'll find out. We'll see Simon leading the charge, the Saviors, towards the hilltop. Negan's going to be in the black Charger driving down. Rick is going to run and break up that party for sure, but Simon is taking the leadership role and running the attack on the hilltop with the tainted weapons that we saw last episode. You can see it's on the shovels, the knives, the blades. Pretty cool. We'll see how it works out. Not this episode, next episode, as I believe when they actually make it to the hilltop for the battle, for the weapons to be used at the hilltop against whoever they actually cut into, or how they're actually used. We'll see that most likely in episode 813. Simon and Negan are going to have some confrontation a little bit, I'm guessing, but also Simon is going to see an opportunity to run things. Negan is going to be in this black Charger, which to me, it looks like an awesome callback. I forget who told me on Instagram, but props to that person. Told me the black Charger was back in season 4 when they were trying to get medicine. Michonne, Daryl, Bob, and Tyrese. Remember this guy right here, and maybe it's a blue one or a dark blue or the same black Charger, but it's pretty cool that it looks to be a callback from season 4. Negan is going to be in the black Charger with Lucille. Lucille actually catches on fire this episode. There's going to be a confrontation with Rick and Negan, and it's supposed to be a hell of a fight is what the spoilers are saying, so we'll see how it goes down. I'm excited. I want to see more of action with Negan versus Rick. There's the convoy right there. You see the big white truck. Simon and Dwight look to be in that one. Behind them is the Charger. And as they're driving, Simon looks down the alleyway and sees an SUV flying down the alleyway and runs right into the Charger. So Simon sees that Negan's in trouble. How does Rick know this? He has the radio. I thought it might have been Dwight helping him, but I think Rick just hears it on the radio and can tell where they're at and just picks up where to go and what to do. So Simon sees that and tells everyone to get quiet on the radio and stop talking because they don't know if someone's listening. And Rick obviously was through a couple parts of the episode because remember, he has the radio. If they're just radioing commands, he can hear what they're doing, where they're going to be. He times it perfectly. He runs into Negan's Charger and the action sequence, the car chase goes on. Some battles go on, gunfire, car gets on fire if that's Negan's car or not. But either way, Rick is not messing around. To me, I don't hear that he's with anybody. Again, Rick's by himself is what I'm guessing, which is kind of terrible when you have all these people at the hilltop. You couldn't take Daryl with you. You couldn't take another person with you. Hopefully he's not alone, but Negan is in trouble. Simon sees that as an opportunity to be like, I'm running things now. He thinks that Negan might have been dead, or he's dying, or he's in trouble. So Simon's like, this is my opportunity to take over things. I'm going to run this. And that's the reason for them shouting for Negan, because Simon's like, Negan's probably dead. We have to go still attack the hilltop. Meanwhile, Rick is going after Negan. So I don't think Negan has any backup or any help. And Rick is by himself, as we see. You can see the bumper of Negan's car, most likely, some glass, some explosions. Is that Rick's SUV crashed into the pole? Rick's going after Negan. It should be a good showdown here, but Negan gets away. Lucille catches on fire. They fight, but I don't think either of them get captured. They get away, and it should be setting up next week's episode pretty good. But Rick is not messing around. I just don't like the fact that he's by himself. Again, I'm not sure that he's by himself, but from what I gather from all the sneak peeks and everything, why are you by yourself, Rick? There's a big convoy of people, and luckily it worked out. But you're setting on a rogue mission like Daryl did, and that usually doesn't work out pretty well. But Rick is not messing around, like I said. Cray, Ricky, that's what we need. You should have brought Morgie with you. You would have took out all the saviors, and the war would have been over, and we can move on from this storyline. But obviously, we're not there yet. But Simon and Dwight go towards the hilltop, most likely towards the end of the episode, because Simon's like, we're going to go kill all the people at the hilltop now, because he is not going to listen to Negan anymore. He's going to cut his losses with the hilltop and ready for the battle that's going to come next week, most likely. But Simon and Dwight leave the area. Not sure how Negan gets back or what happens with that, but Simon and Dwight will be working together somewhat. Dwight doesn't help out Rick or Team Family is what they're saying, but he's got to help him when the battle comes to the hilltop, I'm guessing, and that might be where Simon knows that Dwight's the traitor or thinks something up because he's not actually doing the plan that Simon wants to actually kill all of the people at hilltop and whoever opposes him. You know Simon is not trying to keep people around that oppose him. It's either his way or the highway, and he takes you out. We saw that with the scavengers, and that's what he's trying to plan to do at the hilltop. Not this episode, but we'll see if Negan comes around and stops it, because Negan lives, but he's not with Simon and Dwight. So we'll see how they connect and when they get back to the hilltop, most likely in episode 813. So like I said, in episode 812, Negan and Rick have a confrontation. Simon and Dwight look for Negan, but they do not find him. They're like, okay, Negan's probably dead or close to dead. We still have our task to go to the hilltop. Let's not worry about this. We're out of there. So it looks to be Simon and Dwight leave the area to go to the hilltop, and that's when Negan and Rick can fight and have a confrontation. Negan is almost bit by a walker. He gets Lucille and they leave, so nobody dies this episode, which you knew that wasn't going to happen, as I still don't think that Negan or Rick will get killed this season or for a long time in the series for sure, especially Rick, but Negan will probably live just like the comics. So the encounter looks to be one hell of a fight, is what the Spoiling Dead fans say. So Lucille is set on fire and Negan is almost eaten by a walker, and Negan gets away. And I'm guessing Rick gets away too. So probably Rick and Negan will be trying to get to the hilltop. I wonder how and when they get there and how the battle goes in episode 813. So that's not this week, it's the following week. But Rick is not messing around. He's got his axe out. Probably he's swinging the axe while Negan has Lucille. So it should be a good fight. I'm excited for it, guys. So that's the latest news, spoilers, potential spoilers from a great source. Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. Anyone on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, we are at the Walking Dead Community Facebook page and a group. We post a lot of good stuff there all the time. The PT channel is on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We got a Walking Dead mystery boxes, Walker Stalker fans, a lot of good stuff. Fight for Us is my book series. We got a Facebook page there. So if you like the book series, you're on Facebook, definitely give me a follow on there. We post some cool pictures and concept art. Those are the 5 books available now. Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, Kindle versions, paperback. Book 6 will be out very, very soon. I was trying to get it out this week, but it had to be delayed because of the proof delay for shipping, so I'm going to make sure it's done right. Become a PT Peep by subscribing, guys. It's easy. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button, get notifications, stay in the know by subscribing. We have a goal of 100,000 subscribers. The more subscribers we get, the more prizes and giveaways we're going to be doing. You got to be a subscriber to be eligible. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts and enjoy the episode this Sunday. And remember, guys, shoot for the stars because the bottom is overcrowded.